So I'm going to keep beating on this because, like I said in the last video, if I don't promote it, ain't nobody else gonna. Right there. Let's get it. Red in economics, guys. If you have it and you've read it and you've are well, not even if you're think about it now. Go to Amazon, please. Let's go right now and take a look at what we've got for people's reviews because there's been some pretty freaking good reviews, and I'm kind of blown away by it. I think it's pretty freaking cool to have people make these kind of comments. So take a look at it, put the pictures in, all that stuff. If something helped you in here, if you got something, even if it's just you enjoyed the picture, shit, throw something in there. Amazing, amazing information. 27 people, and I'm reading them like, damn, some of the stuff that came out that people pulled out of it helps me. So it's a selfish reason I'm asking for this, not so I have 5-star reviews. And yes, I do want the 5-star reviews. If I can't get 5, I would like to know why I didn't achieve 5 with this, because this has been one heck of an endeavor to get this done. So it just keeps going and going and going. I like to see how it hits. I like to see what it does for people. I want to see when they're reading this, how did it change? What did they pull out of it? Because different mindsets on the same words can pull out things that I wasn't even thinking when I put those things down. So it's pretty freaking cool to get that from people. So what we want to get into today, I'm not always, I know I'm not always right. I know a lot of people are going to look at me and say, okay, this some bitch doesn't know what he's talking about. Or, these other lenders are saying this. Why is this guy saying this other thing? Man, my worries were definitely not worries, but concerns were very, very founded. And we're going to get into the markets here in just a second. So take a look at this, at what we got happening here, because this is pretty wild of what we got going on here. If we look over the last couple of days, Jerome Powell lit the fuse, but last night from the 20th, there wasn't a whole lot opening in today. They sat and ruminated on whatever was being said. And they spent Thursday night, Friday morning waking up to one reality. The Fed is not riding in to save anybody. Powell made it clear that inflation is still a problem. Energy is still a threat. And rate cuts are not something you should be counting on. And they never helped us anyway. So what's going on here? Treasury yields moved higher. And when treasuries sell off, the mortgage-backed securities get hit even harder. So look at this. We thought we were getting a climb in yesterday, and it turned around. It opened right at the open from yesterday, and it took a massive hit. Why? Because we're looking at traders sitting and thinking, what's the next move going to be? And so when somebody comes in and makes a bid, others are going to make their bid, and it's going to domino. So MBS got hit twice. First by the Treasury soft, second by the spread widening and convexity pressure inside the mortgage market itself, right? So this was not some random after hours move. This was the market replacing basically inflation risk and for the Fed and any mortgage risk going forward. So all I can tell you is there's not as much appetite for mortgage-backed securities right now. Hopefully the appetite starts to come back, but it's exactly what we thought might happen if these risks start to come out in the world. We got, some might call it black swans events, when you've got things happening with bombings and all these kind of things, potential for World War III coming. We may even be right in the middle of it for all we know. But guys, that was an ugly sell-off. It is blood red. We had a little bit of green in there for hope. And I was hoping that bottom part of the channel, I'm going to share again, I was hoping this bottom part of the channel was going to be structurally sound and keep us from going down below it. But man, we are hit and we are below it. So right now it's still a fall game. We got some other support coming right up. We blew through support we had before. We got more support coming, then another one coming. So we're looking at some of these old channels from way back, man. Look at these channels that held for a while and they crawled out of it. And we spent a really long time up in here, much longer than I anticipated we could. But now we're going back into where it is. So again, this is very heavily established as the ceiling, period. Rates are not going lower than that unless we have a ton of money, trillions being poured into the market by probably the Fed or some other source. They're talking about Fannie and Freddie, but we're talking trillions to get up there. So that's I'll just keep saying that's our ceiling. We've established it. It's a strong freaking ceiling. It's hard for us to get better than that. So when we're up in that space, man, don't sit there and wait and think that it's going to get better, because I just too much information to say that it's not going to get better than that. Appreciate you. We'll talk to you on Tuesday.